Elon speaks about version 8 software, Tesla needs more money, and a supplier is hit with a hefty fine. Here are your Tesla tidbits for August 31st, 2016. Elon tweeted today that the version 8 software is coming soon. Over 3 tweets, Elon said the following, quote, "Major improvements to autopilot coming with version 8 and 8.1 software, standard OTA update, primarily through advanced processing of radar signals. Writing posts now with details. We'll publish on Tesla website later today. We need to do one more minor rev on 8.0, and then we'll go to wide release in a few weeks," end quote. At recording time, we've yet to see the blog post, but at least we now have a time frame to go on. If earlier reports can be believed, we'll also be seeing Autopilot 2.0 hardware hitting the streets as well, and a time frame sitting at the end of September doesn't seem all that unreasonable to make it happen. It turns out that building cars takes a lot of money, especially when you're trying to shove nearly 400,000 of them out the door in a span of 2 years. Electrek reports that Tesla will be looking for another round of financing before the year is out. In an SEC filing today, Tesla said, quote, "Tesla is currently planning to raise additional funds by the end of the year, including through potential equity or debt offerings, subject to market conditions, and recognizing that Tesla cannot be certain that additional funds would be available to it on favorable terms or at all," end quote. Further, Tesla said that the funds will be, quote, "primarily used for tooling, production equipment, and construction of the Tesla's Model 3 production lines, and equipment to support cell production at Tesla's Gigafactory," end quote. Another source of drain is coming from an unexpected number of convertible senior notes that have requested conversion. This hits Tesla with an unexpected $422 million bill that must be paid before the end of the quarter. While Tesla was liquid to the tune of $3.25 billion at the end of Q2, all this stuff kind of adds up. We've already heard that some stamping and paint facilities were ready to go for Model 3, but Tesla added that it plans to start construction of new Model 3 body and general assembly centers before the end of the year as well. Lastly, not that long ago, a slew of headlines came out of Korean-based publications. It turns out that the source of at least one of these leaks may have been sniffed out. Teslarati reports that Tesla has nailed an undisclosed South Korean supplier with a $1 million fine after breaching a non-disclosure agreement between the two companies. This doesn't seem to be the only company with an issue, though, as other suppliers have also been warned for leaking information about potential deals with Tesla as well. You can find links to the full stories from today's show in the show description. If you get some value out of the show, please consider supporting the podcast at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. Thanks as usual to my super patron John Waltower for his support. If you have something to buy from Amazon, please consider using the Amazon link in the show description to access the site. It will cost you nothing extra, and they'll kick a little something to the show for your trouble. Finally, you can support the show for free through positive reviews, likes, and subscriptions on services like YouTube, iTunes, and Google Play, and by simply spreading word of the show to other Tesla lovers. If you have questions or feedback for me, you can reach me by messaging podcast@teslatidbits.com or on Twitter @TeslaTidbits. That's it for today. I'll see you back here again tomorrow. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.